I'm happy. Hey, what's going on, good people? Hey, y'all. I know I was running a little late and stuff. Yeah, I know. You know when you're a parent, the job, just stuff be all over the place. You know what I mean? But what's going on? I hope y'all are here. I don't know if y'all here or not. If you are, hello. How are y'all? Happy Sunday. What's going on? I hope y'all day was good. Did y'all have a good day? I hope y'all did. I had a pretty good day. I woke up this morning. So, girl, people, good people, my day was great. I woke up. The Lord allowed me to wake up and see another day. So, I am here. Hey, I'm happy. Hey, I'm happy. Leave me alone. I'm happy. Hey, what's going on? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Hey, look, we got some deep shit we're going to talk about today, right? Oh, I gave myself a little break yesterday. But we got some deep stuff we're going to talk about today. Before we go into it, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Make sure your notification bell is on and it says all so that when I go live, you will be notified, prayerfully. Everybody don't get my notifications. For whatever the reason, everybody don't get them, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. You'll get the message. You'll get the message. Um, There's something else I was getting ready to say. Oh. Make sure y'all subscribe to the other channel, Lisa's Kitchen Table Talk, because we do have a good interview coming up, and I don't want y'all to miss it. I think I'm gonna put it on both channels, but still, make sure you you know, on there so that you won't miss it. And some other things coming up. Things are coming together, y'all. Slow, but they coming together. God is good all the time. I ain't gonna give up. I'm gonna keep pushing. You hear me? And on that note, let's get into what we was gonna talk about. Ma'am, I'm a person that my mind, I just be thinking all the time, right? And so yesterday I ran across a few things and some thoughts ran across my mind. I wrote them down. And I said we was gonna talk about it. Um, you know, it's a real toxic world out here, right? And some of us we talk this shit about we don't want to be in the negativity, we don't want to be in the toxic stuff and all this and that, right? But on one hand, that's what we say, but on the other hand, that's not what we do. Okay. When you put yourself around a lot of toxic stuff, that toxic stuff will suck you up. It'll suck you right up. Even though you feel like you're not doing nothing because you're just there. So you feel like you're not doing anything wrong. Let me enlighten you on something. That's bullshit. You say that to yourself because you want to make yourself feel good. You want to justify why you're there. So you say to yourself, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not saying nothing to nobody, right? So, it's okay for me to be here. Okay? That's what some of you say to yourself. But you are just as guilty as everybody else and what they doing because you there. You're there. Okay? Stop trying to make yourself feel good. Okay? And stop trying to justify why you practicing bad behavior. Okay? Because it's bullshit at the end of the day. It really is. So, you know, a lot of times, hey Pinch Thinker, how you doing, baby cakes? A lot of times when we look in the mirror, right? Some of us are looking in the mirror. We looking through those eyes of hurt. of hurt, of being damaged, is of being broken, you know? So even though we may try to flip it and make it something that it's not, right? Still, at the end of the day, if you're dealing with something where you're damaged, you haven't dealt with it and fixed it, so you're damaged or you're broken. When you look at yourself in the mirror, those eyes that's looking back at you you're looking through eyes that are damaged and broken. And sometimes we don't want to accept that. We don't want to accept the truth in that. Okay? You're not seeing, you're not looking at a person. When you look in that mirror, you're not looking at a person who is done repaired all that damaged stuff, all that broken stuff. You done repaired it. You done fixed it. You know, you done got help with it and you done did the damn thing. Some of you are looking through the eyes of a person that is still damaged and broken. And because of that, it's hard for you to be comfortable with yourself. Be comfortable in the skin that you're in. Okay? And you're trying to figure out why. You probably have said to yourself, why do I keep going and being around people that I really don't want to be a part of what they're doing? Some people have probably said that to themselves. I can't seem to understand it. But that's because you're still dealing with being damaged, being broken. You haven't fixed it yet. Okay? Now, some of you may say, well, shit, I just like being nosy and seeing what's going on, because I do. You know? Okay, baby girl. She said, I'm listening and sewing. I know that's right. You know? Some of us may say, I do it because, I just be wanting to signify and see what's going on. See what kind of crazy shit people is doing, you know? Because I do it. I do it sometimes because it gives me, I look at it from a different perspective and it gives me something to talk to you all about. Okay? It's not that I really be like what you call interested, but I be able to take it and flip it and make it something else so we can talk about it. Okay? And what I seen yesterday, well, I seen a few things yesterday, but what we're going to start out with is the fact that people are really broken and damaged, y'all. And it's just sad. It's sad. But they really broken and damaged. But they try to put that, they want to put that mask on, right? To make themselves feel like that's not what's going on. But if you listen to a person, hey Terry, how you doing? Happy Sunday to y'all. If you listen to people when they talking and stuff, you can tell what's going on with them. I know I can, I can tell what's going on with them. And a lot of them are broken and damaged. That's why you hear some people go on their platform and what they say. Oh, I'm not going to be addressing this toxic stuff, this negativity. I'm not going to be doing it. I'm not going to address it anymore. This is it for me. I done heard so many people say that. And then they come back, and what do? They address something. They address something, which tells you what? What did I tell you? That they listening, right? They listening, and they looking at what's being said and what's going on. Because they can come to you with that same toxic shit that they said they wasn't going to mess with. that they wasn't going to address, but they keep coming back doing what? Addressing it, right? So that lets you know right there, there's something a little deeper going on, right? Because they can't seem to break themselves away from toxic behavior, right? Y'all feel me? Y'all, everybody understanding me where I'm coming from? And so we're going to talk about some of this, right? Because we need to keep ourselves together. We got to keep ourselves together, y'all. Because let me tell you something, that toxic stuff will chew you up and spit your ass out. I'm telling you. You hang around it, and you hang around it, and you be, some people take and set their self. You ever talk to people that set their self outside of what's going on? Like they there, right? They there. They in the midst of what's happening, right? But then they'll take and set their self outside of it. Like I'm listening to what's going on, but I ain't for this negativity. I ain't for this toxic shit they got going on here. But every time you look up, that person is where? In the midst of what's going on, right? They in the midst of what's going on. And it's not by choice. It's because they can't help it. They can't help it. They can't help it. They damaged and they broken. They haven't done anything about it. And so the toxic stuff pulls them in. It's real easy to will them in. It's easy for that to happen to them because they are still dealing with some stuff that they need to address. They need to fix. They got some damaged stuff going on they need to fix. But for whatever the reason, they ain't touched that yet. And because of that, they keep leaning to toxic things because some toxic things happen in their life that they haven't fixed yet. Okay? Some people don't want to understand that. They don't want to understand it when you're trying to break it down to them and get them to understand it. They don't want to understand it. Okay? Because you got some people that's just stuck into who they are and they okay with it. And that's fine. That's fine. Ain't gonna stop me from talking about it. But that's fine. You know what I mean? You can do what you want to do. So I was looking at something, and some of these people are always saying what they not going to do, what they not going to address and all this, but they end up coming back doing it anyway. Somebody was talking about some emails or something, right? That somebody sent them or whatever the case may be. But they went from that to talking about, that's the problem. Subscribers be sending you stuff and stuff like that. And, they just as toxic. And they, want to drag the content creators in it because they want to send stuff to the content creators. And, they just toxic. But at the end of the day, this is where, listen, when it's about somebody you don't like, you take that information and you keep it, right? And then you come out and say, exclusive. I got an exclusive, right? Yeah. You keep that information when it's on somebody you don't care too much for, right? Then you got an exclusive. You bust out with a new video and you holler, I got an exclusive, right? My informer, I be getting the dirt, y'all. Somebody, one of my informers. Then you brag about that shit. But then when somebody else come along and they say that don't send me nothing, I don't want to see anything, I don't want to hear nothing, don't send me nothing about nobody, because it's toxic and I don't want to be a part of it. Then here you go. You jump on your channel and you make a video talking that bullshit about, yeah, it's very toxic that the subscribers send you information. What? Wasn't you the one just up here talking about you got an informer? Y'all know I get the dirt. You know. But now it's toxic? Are you serious? It's toxic now? Oh wow. Oh wow. Y'all see what I'm talking about? It's something wrong with that. It's something wrong with that when 1 minute you're saying one thing and then the next minute you're saying something else. There's something wrong with that. Some of them just can't keep themselves away from the toxic shit that help save their life. Okay? Because they're damaged. They got a lot of damaged stuff going on that they haven't fixed. And that's why they do those type of things. Tari say people put on a mask to hide their inner pain. The mask can be their job, money, sex, children, foods, and drugs. It all comes down to a person can't live in reality and lack personal life skills. That's true. That's true. So at some point, what you got to do? At some point, you got to fix it. You can't keep putting on the masks. Okay? Just like with me. When I stopped using, right? I didn't put on masks, but let me tell you something. I had a hard time with talking about real shit that was going on at that time. Okay. So I would tell you to mind your business, or I would tell you I didn't want to talk about it. Okay. But at some point, what did I have to do? I had to open up. I had to open up and talk about the things that I didn't want to talk about. I had to talk about it. I had to talk about it. See, we got to get to a point where it's though, let me tell you, when you keep accepting these toxic boyfriends, this toxic stuff that go on. Lisa, is this recent or you talking in general? No, this is recent and I'm talking in general. I'm using stuff that I seen. Some of the stuff I seen yesterday, and I'm using it as part of my commentary for today. Okay? You understand now, baby girl? Huh? Because I don't want to lose you. You understand where I'm coming from? Hey, brother. Brother said, I was wondering too. Now, do y'all understand, though? I'm using, okay, some things that I seen yesterday that I wrote down, I'm using them as part of my commentary for today. Do y'all understand now? Okay, Ben Stinker said yes. Brother, you understand? Because if you don't, let me, I want y'all to understand where I'm coming from. Yes. Yes, brother. Mm-hmm. It was a few of them. I'm glad you feel better, Tari. I didn't know you were sick yesterday. I'm glad you feel better. Yeah, brother. And I lost my thought, y'all. Where was it? Help me out, y'all. Where was it? Um, um, ah. Oh, some of us got to get to a point where it's though, we got to get the toxic stuff out of our personal life. Okay. It's a lot of it's people that got toxic stuff going on in their personal life. Okay. They dealing with toxic boyfriends and things of that and other things that's toxic in their life. Okay. But they try to use those things, they try to flip the script and make themselves look like they something that they're not. Okay. They don't want to come out and deal with what's going on. Like, okay, say for instance, I had something personal going on in my life. Say something was going on with one of my children. Okay. And I came on here, and maybe I didn't want to tell y'all exactly what it was. Maybe I wasn't ready to actually share with y'all what it was. But I may come on here and say to y'all, I'm in a bad place today. It's something personal going on with one of my children, and I don't like it, and I really don't know what to do about it. And I just need to vent for a minute, you know. I don't really want to go into details right now, but I just need to vent. Okay. Then that's what I would do. Okay. But now, other people that always claiming they not for the toxic shit, but they seem to always be around it, or they always responding to it, right? They'll come on here and act like their life is picture perfect. Picture perfect. Okay. Brenda done said A, B, and C about what's going on with you. Okay. Now, we don't know if what Brenda said is true, but from the way Weezy over here talk, right? You can kind of pinpoint what's going on with Weezy. That Brenda not lying because of Weezy's reaction. Okay. Y'all get what I'm saying there? I'm just using those names. They just examples. But yeah, Brenda done said X, Y, and Z about your ass, but you're going to come on here, and the way you respond to Brenda lets me know that a lot of this shit is true that Brenda is saying about Weezy. You know? But you want to come on here and act like everything is good in your world. That everything is, it's good. Everything is perfect. Let me tell you something. None of us has a perfect world. We all go through some shit. The most important thing that you could do is attack the damaged things that's going on with you. Okay? Because if you don't attack it, if you don't execute it, it's going to hang around and hang around and hang around. And it's going to make you're going to get worse and worse and worse. You have to attack those issues. And some of us act like, that don't nobody see what's really going on. I do. I do. I do. And I'm quite sure I have like-minded people in here with me. And I know that y'all pick up on stuff too. The number one thing is fix the parts of you that's damaged. That's why you can't leave the toxic things alone. That's why you keep living in that toxic world. It's not just on YouTube, but it's also in their personal life. And that's why it's hard for them to shake it off. You know, that's why it's hard for them not to embrace the negativity and the toxic things that go on. It's because it's happening in their personal life also. And that's where you got to start at. You got to start attacking at things that's going on that's toxic in your personal life first. That's where we all got to start at. We got to start on what's going on within us. And then once we fix that, that will allow us to make better choices and decisions. But as long as we got damaged, as long as we're damaged and broken within ourselves, it's hard for us to make choices, wise choices and decisions because we are broken and damaged. Does that make sense to y'all? You know? And some people don't want to understand that and they don't want to hear it because they don't want to do better. They don't want to become better people. Yeah, that's true too. That's true. Yeah, to escape. You're right. Because they take their personal issues and they come to YouTube and they dip and dab in different things, right? They go straight to the toxic shit. If you notice, they don't come to the positivity. They go straight to the negativity, all the toxic stuff. Because you're right, they trying to escape. And being in the toxic place, that gives them room to escape in a toxic way. Because they not really trying to fix what they got going on with them. I'm glad you said that. That's why they go there. You know what I'm saying? That's why they go straight to the negativity. Some of them anyway. Go straight to the negativity. Because it allows them to act out. Like you said, escape. But in a negative way. I I um I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that, Ben Stinker. Because at some point, you know right from wrong. At some point, we do be knowing right from wrong. Right? And we do know that the stuff that's going on with us makes us uncomfortable and it makes us feel bad. It's not something that makes us feel good, it's something that makes us feel bad. So why not reach out and get help with it so that you can do better? You understand what I'm saying? I know for me, when I had a lot of toxic stuff going on with me, it didn't make me feel good. I felt terrible. You understand what I'm saying? It didn't make me feel good. Even if I didn't know what to do about it, it wasn't a good feeling. And so, that's why I say, it's important to address those things and get help with them. Because a lot of times we don't be understanding, right? But we do know that whatever is going on with us doesn't make us feel like, doesn't make us feel good, you know? So get the help that you need. Stop faking and perpetrating because I see you. Okay. And that's all I'm going to say to that. I see you. We see you. Now, I had something else I want to talk about too, y'all. I don't know if y'all seen it or not, but I seen what you call it, a post. Somebody posted something on Instagram about black women need to start dating white men more. Okay. What y'all think about that? Some people thought it was true, and some people just said that somehow brothers need to really up their game and get their stuff together. Okay. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that uh black women should start dating white men more? I'm gonna tell you while y'all thinking of what y'all gonna tell me or put it in the chat. I'm gonna tell y'all what I think. I'm not gonna say per se white men, right? I'm gonna say that women, black women gotta start making better choices when it comes to men. I'm gonna say that. I'm not gonna necessarily say date white men, okay? But I will say, hey Jessica, how you doing? How you feeling? Happy Sunday. Yeah, that's an opinion. That's why I'm asking, how do y'all feel? Like, yeah, he said that. He was a black guy that said it. But what I'm saying is that how do y'all feel? Do you feel like that? Do you feel like I feel as though black women have to start picking and choosing better men? I will say that. Okay. But you can only pick and choose better men if you got your shit together. See, sometimes what the things that be going on inside of us causes us to make bad choices. Okay, when you're damaged, when you're broken and stuff in the inside, it does. It makes you make bad choices and decisions. You end up picking bad men. You end up allowing yourself to go through things that you know uh that you shouldn't be going through. But that's because you got stuff going on with you that you need to, fix. And I can speak on that because I know for me, when I started getting things together and, fixing things that was going on with myself, I was able to make better choices and decisions, you know? But a lot of times some, you know, women that get with these men that's got something going on with them. A lot of times the woman got something going on with her, you know, that's making her choose that type of person. Bench thinker say all relationships have the propensity, am I saying that right? To be both rewarding and challenging. That's true. That's true. But I still feel like in a relationship, how can I put it? Both parties, yeah, y'all gonna have some challenges that's gonna come up, but I feel as though you shouldn't have to go in a relationship with challenges already, if that makes sense. If I'm saying that right, I know what I mean. I don't know if I'm saying it where y'all can understand me, but you know what I'm saying? Okay. All right, best thing. I'll holler at you later. Call me if you get a chance. I just don't agree that you should go into a relationship with a whole lot of bullshit, up against a whole lot of bullshit. For instance, I've seen a video where the woman was changing the tire and the guy was sitting there. Yeah, be safe. And the guy was sitting there watching her change the tire. Now, for me, I would have left his ass there when I finished changing that tire. That's just me. Okay? He wouldn't have got in my shit. And he stood there and watched her change that tire. Never moved. Matter of fact, he sat in the seat. He put on his hood to his hoodie and sat in the seat while she was changing the tire. Okay? I would have left his ass right there when I'd have finished changing my tire. Oh, yeah. That's just me. Now, years ago, if that had happened, I might have would have reacted different. And that's what I mean when I say when you're dealing with stuff that's going on within you, when you're broken or damaged, right? It causes you to make bad decisions. Y'all understand what I'm saying now when I say that? It really do. Because now if that had been me years ago, I might have would have let him do the same thing to me. But today, I would have left his ass right there when I'd have finished changing my tire. But that's because you gotta fix yourself. You gotta fix those, what you got going on inside of you. You gotta fix it. The parts that's damaged, you gotta fix those things. You gotta address them. And so many of us will jump into relationship after relationship after relationship, and we be damaged, we be broken, and that's why we end up picking these bad relationships. You got to fix yourself. Jessica say, I think everyone should date, marry for love, but I'm a romantic. I agree with you on that. It was just a post that somebody made, and they were saying that black women should marry white men. But I don't agree with that. I feel like as long as he's a good man and he's good to you and you're good to him, and y'all got that spark, do your thing. But I think that people, when you got some stuff that you need to heal from, I think people need to just pump their brakes with the relationships and shit, right? And focus on getting you together. Focus on getting your inner self right. Jessica say boys these days need a mother, not a girlfriend. Right, right. I agree with you. A lot of them are looking for mommies instead of girlfriends or instead of wives. Okay. And I feel as though that women got to stop taking these men up under their wing when they don't have nothing to offer you. That's just my opinion. You deserve better. But you got to know that. I can sit up here and say that till the cows jump over the moon. But if you don't believe it, then you're going to keep making those same choices and decisions that you've been making. You have to know your worth, and you have to know that you deserve to be treated good. But some of us don't think that. Some of us don't think so. Now, before I started getting high, I didn't fuck with nobody that didn't. You didn't come to my table and first put your feet up under my table. You ain't had nothing going on for yourself. I just didn't. I didn't. But when I started using, my self-esteem dropped and stuff, and things went to the left, and it made me put up with people that normally I wouldn't have never put up with. But that's because of what was going on with me at that time. And that's what happens to some of us. When you're damaged and you're broken, it do affect your judgment. It do affect you picking right for yourself. Because whatever you feeling, Those things that's going on with you on the inside got you feeling really bad about yourself. It's got your self-esteem low, you know. And so the first thing that come by that give you some attention, you be like, oh yeah, okay, you know, that makes you feel good because somebody came past and gave you some attention and you grab it because of the way you feeling about yourself. You don't even, look into it to see what this person is all about, who this person really is, or none of that. You just grabbed it because the way you feeling about yourself, him showing you any kind of attention sparked you. It made you happy. So you going on with it. And that's how a lot of people do that's broken and damaged. They jump on whatever come past that gave them some attention. They jump on it. We have to stop. We have to stop that. We have to start fixing ourselves from the inside. Some of us, we so caught up on it, on the outside, fixing up the outside. Excuse me. Excuse me, y'all. But the inside is broken. It's in pieces. But we dress up the outside and we going out into the world. And whatever, whoever or whatever, holler and give us some attention. That's what we grab. That's what we gravitate to. We don't even check to see if that's the answer for us. We just gravitate to that because the fact that you gave her some attention, got her going. It made her feel good. And she gonna run with it. We got to do something better than that. We really do. Because you're not going to find something good if you don't see good in yourself and you don't feel as though you deserve good. You're going to accept whatever comes past that gives you some attention. It is what it is. We got to do better. Some of us need to just leave the relationships alone and just work on yourself. Just find yourself. Get rid of those damaged pieces that you got in you. Fix that stuff. Because the more you hang on to it, the worse you're going to get. At some point, you got to fix it. You got to fix it. And I know some people, they don't want to hear it. It's the truth. And they don't want to hear it. You got people that's in marriages and get treated like shit. Okay? But they still in it. And they okay with it. You know why? Because they're broken. They're broken and damaged. And 9 times out of 10, that man that they connected with and married seen the weaknesses. He know what her weaknesses are. So he knew exactly what to do to get her and to keep her where he wanted to keep her at. And that's what some men do. They grab up these broken women, these women that are broken and damaged, and they do what they need to do to keep them where they want to keep them at. That's why I say some of us need to just leave the relationships alone and figure out, do what you need to do for yourself. to fix yourself. Some people are broken from childhood, from things that happened in their childhood. And now that they are adults, they still hanging on to that baggage because they never fixed it. They never addressed it. No, it's not easy, but let me tell you something. When you fix it, you're going to feel so damn good. You're going to feel like a brand new person. You're going to feel like a brand new person when you fix, the part that's damaged, the things that are damaged and broken within yourself. You're going to feel like a brand new person. I don't worry about, I feel so good today about myself. I don't worry about so much, my hair and all that, you know? No, because if I choose to get up, take me a shower, and just throw on a shirt and a pair of jeans, I feel good in that. I feel good in anything that I put on. I do go get my hair cut. I gotta keep my hair cut. Just something about that fresh haircut. Just, it just put the icing on the cake. But I'm saying that to say, when you do the necessary work on yourself to put yourself back together and to start loving yourself, appreciating yourself, knowing your worth, right? Hey, it ain't nothing like it. I'm telling you, it's nothing like it in this world to become comfortable in your skin, knowing your worth, appreciating yourself. You know, it's nothing like it. I'm telling you. But a lot of people are scared. They scared. They scared to want to address what's going on within them. And it's scary, but guess what? When you get to the end of that tunnel and you see that light, you're gonna feel so good. I'm telling you, you're gonna feel so good. You're gonna be like, damn, this was worth it. I'm glad I did this. You really are, you know. Um, I had something else I wanted to talk about with you all. I want to add this on to it. You know, I want to give my women something to think about. Some of us we choose the wrong kind of men, right? Let me tell you something. Do you know every time we get pregnant that our life can end? Every time that we have a baby, our life could end right then and there as we having that baby. Do any of y'all think about that? And I'm saying this because we allow people to treat us so poorly. Some of us allow people to treat us poorly, right? We allow men to treat us poorly, but yet we'll get pregnant by these men who treats us poorly. Okay. And at the end of the day, you having that baby could end your life like that. Like, do y'all ever think about that? So basically, you're putting your life on the line, for this man, and he treating you like shit. Then you turn around and you get pregnant. You're getting pregnant for somebody who treats you like shit, who treats you like you're not worth it. But now you're pregnant by him. Carry this baby for 9 months. And when you go to have this baby, you could lose your life. like that. You putting your life on a line for somebody who have treated you like shit. Like, do some of y'all ever think about that for the ones that do have children and have been through some stuff with the person you're with? Do y'all ever think about that? It's something that you might want to sit down and really dissect, because we can lose our lives when it comes to birth. And would you really want to be with somebody who treats you like shit? Then you want to turn around and get pregnant by him? Then you go into labor. Where is he at? Or he might call you and tell you, I'm working late. A real man is going to say, tell his boss, look, I got to go because my baby is getting ready to be born. I got to be there. But some of these men don't give a flying fuck about you being in labor. You nervous and you're scared, your hormones all over the place. You need that support. You need it. And you call him and say, I'm in labor. Well, I'm working. I don't know what time I might get off. And you could have that baby, and that could be the last time that he hear from you or anything. I'm just wondering if some of y'all think about different things. I don't think you do, because some of you put yourself in such bad situations. Wait a minute, y'all. Jessica saying music. Okay, what is it, Jessica? Come on, I'm ready. Yes. I was one of those. I was one of those. What about us? You said, what about women 40 plus having babies? That's an even bigger risk. It really is. My daughter, that's why my daughter was Down syndrome, because I had her when I had started going through the change. And you know, it's a small percentage that your baby can be Down syndrome. And that small, she turned out to be Down syndrome. But when you say what about women 40 plus having babies? What you mean? You mean what are my thoughts for women 40 plus having babies? Let me say this. This is my opinion. You know, hey, this is my opinion. If I'm not in if I'm not married, this is just my opinion. If I'm not with somebody and we're married and they treat me good, then I could see me, you know, I could see me having a baby for my husband, especially if he's good to me and everything, you know, I could see me doing it. I would try it. But if I'm just with somebody and they just my boyfriend and they don't treat me like I supposed to be treated, well, see me, I wouldn't be there anyway. But I'm just saying, for people who, you know, take chances with guys, if you're not with somebody who's willing to put a ring on it and be there for you and support you, you know, I wouldn't chance it. I wouldn't chance it if I'm 40 plus. Uh-uh. No. Uh-uh. I wouldn't chance it. I wouldn't, because say for instance something happened with your pregnancy, right? Say for instance something happened with your pregnancy, Lord forbid, but I'm just saying, you 40 plus, you get pregnant, okay? You're not married to this man, and he really don't treat you the way you should be treated. But you're going out on a limb and you're going to have a baby for him, okay? Say for instance something happened and you don't make it through the pregnancy, but the baby do. Do you think he's going to be somebody that's going to take on the baby and take it and take care of it and raise it? Or is he going to be somebody and say, hell no, I ain't doing this? Because let's make it clear, it's a lot of men that do walk away. Even though, the woman is still here, they do walk away. You got men that don't stick around to take care of their responsibility. So that's something that I would think about. Those are some things that I would think about if I'm 40 plus and I'm thinking about having a baby with somebody. That's my opinion, Jessica. I wouldn't take no chances on somebody, and they not really supportive of me. They not really there for me like they should be, and things like that. I just wouldn't take that chance. I wouldn't. Mm-mm. Now I might would adopt, you know, maybe adopt, and I would adopt based on what I really want. You know what I mean? Because if he's not all that supportive and stuff, and you looking at him like, if you see that he's somebody that's not really gonna be there like that and stuff, and you really want a baby, I would think about maybe adopting. You know what I'm saying? But to actually put your life on the line, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. That's just my opinion. I wouldn't do it. If I didn't have the right support, somebody there that really supported me and that was going to have my back and treated me good and stuff, I just wouldn't do it if everything wasn't together like it's supposed to be. That's just me. How y'all feel about it? You welcome. What y'all think? How y'all feel about it? Because when you don't have the proper when you don't have that kind of person in your corner that gonna hold you down, that's got your back, your sides and all that, right? When when you have that support, then it makes you feel better. You understand what I'm saying? Like it relaxes you because you got that person in your corner that's, he gonna be there, he gonna hold it down, no matter what happened. But when you got somebody there that's not really supportive, like you can see, who that person is when it comes to pregnancy and stuff like that. You could see the outcome, what's gonna, how it's gonna be, and it makes you feel some kind of way. You're gonna be anxious. You know, it's just gonna really mess your whole mood up. So you say no adoption is great advice. Well, this what I'm saying. When I say adoption, I'm saying if you really wanted a baby, right? but you was with somebody who you know is you're not quite sure if they're gonna really be there for you or not, but you really want a baby. That's what I say. I say adopt. You know, you can always adopt. But or was you talking about when I said you had a baby, something could go wrong? Is he gonna be there, or will he put it up for an adoption? Was you talking about that part? Because you just never know. I just be seeing so much stuff that be going on with these women and these men. Excuse me. It's sad. It really is. It's heartbreaking. And I just want my women to, do the work on yourself. Stop worrying about relationships and stuff, because some of y'all just keep jumping into the fire and jumping into the fire and jumping into the fire. Y'all get out and you jump into another fire. You get out, you jump into another fire, you know? And so I'm just saying, give the relationships up for a while. Just work on yourself. Just do what you need to do, you know, to make you a better person. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, if that's something, that's something you want to go through with, you can. Just make sure you got the right support behind you, right? Make sure that the man is going to be there. Now, if you don't believe in marriage, then that's another thing. But for me, he would have to marry me because I wouldn't. He would have to marry me. I'm 40 plus. I'm talking about having another baby. Oh no. Mm-mm. We would have to definitely be married, and I would have to make sure I have the support that I need from him, because that's a lot to be going through. Just think you going through the change of life, and then you trying to have a baby. That's a lot. I did it. It's a lot. It really is. It's not an easy task. And then you don't know what's going to happen once you have your baby. You don't know what the outcome is going to be, because I went to all my clinic appointments and stuff. And when they did the test where they take the fluid, that's when I found out that she was going to be Down syndrome. Okay. But it didn't matter to me because I loved her, so it really didn't matter. And she changed my life in so many ways. I look at things so different from me having her. It's just, things are just so different. She made me look at so many things in life that's so different. So many things that some people take for granted, you know, that I don't. Just, Jessica say babies are so much work. I just don't think I have the energy. I'm set in my selfish sleep and late, stay up all night, work two jobs, lifestyle. And you know what, Jessica? I salute you. I do. Because if you know that's the type of life you have, and you know you don't really have room for no babies, I salute you, my sister. Don't have none. You know what I'm saying? You know what your capabilities are. You know what you're capable of doing and what you don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? You know what you want and what you don't want, and stick to that. Don't let nobody talk you out of that when that's not something you really really want to do. You know, I salute you for that, because we have so many who have had babies and didn't really want the babies. They had them because of a man. They thought it was going to hold on to a man. And in the process, it didn't work out like that. You understand what I'm saying? So I definitely salute you that you know what you want to do and what you don't want to do. And you know yourself well enough to know, a baby is not my thing. And there's nothing wrong with it. Let me make that clear to you. Wait a minute. Let me speak on that for a second. It's nothing wrong with a woman not wanting babies. Okay? I tell my daughter that. She said one day I want to get married and have a baby. And I told her, you don't have to force that. Because some people may think that that's the right thing for a woman, is to want to have babies. No. If you don't want none, you don't have to have any. And don't let nobody make you feel less than because you don't want none. And plus, it's a wicked world. This world is getting wickeder and wickeder and wickeder. I mean, for real. I wouldn't want to bring no babies in this world with the world looking the way it looks today. But if you don't want none, don't let nobody make you feel guilty about wanting no babies. I salute you, okay? There's nothing wrong with not wanting any babies. Nothing wrong at all with not wanting any. For real. I don't see nothing wrong with it at all. But some people, some women feel like they gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? Some women feel like they gotta have a baby. No, you don't. Where that law at? Who made that law that women gotta have a baby? No, you don't. Jessica said, yeah, I got married. My husband did not instill in me with the confidence to want to have a baby. He's now my ex-husband, and I have remarried after a few years. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. If you don't want none, baby, don't have none. And don't let nobody talk you into it. If you don't want none, don't have none. That's your right. You don't have to have no babies. And that's the way I feel about that. Because I've seen people didn't want babies, but they forced themselves to have a baby because of the man, which didn't make sense to me at all. And then once they had the baby, the relationship went out the window. Okay. So I don't see nothing wrong with it. You don't want to have none? Don't have none, sweetheart. You know what? I got a question for y'all I want to ask before we go. Now, it might sound dumb to y'all, but I want to know. Why do some women allow men to treat them bad? And some of them act like it's okay, it's all right. Now, y'all know how I feel about that. I feel like it's some more stuff going on with that. The reason why some women do that. But I want to know from y'all, what do y'all think? They don't believe they deserve better. Yeah. Jessica say no dumb question. Well, that's true. You're right about that. No question. What is it? What's the saying my mother used to say? No question is a dumb question. That's what she used to say. Not basically not asking is a dumb question. Oh, Old Navy is having a sale. I'm gonna have to look, see what they got. My daughter needs some stuff. Oh my God, these things just keep popping up. Bench thinker say some cultures shame ladies that don't give birth. Yeah, you're right. Yup. You're right. And that's what made me say that, bench thinker. That's what made me say that. Because you're right. Some cultures do try to bash you for not having a baby. That's what made me say that to Jessica. If you don't want none, don't let nobody make you have nothing you don't want, you know? Because yeah, you are so right. Some cultures shame ladies that don't give birth because some cultures feel like that's a woman's place is to birth kids. Best thing to say some cultures shame ladies. Oh, okay, I read that. Best thing to say no self-awareness, no self-love. Yeah, it is so true. I just think it's just sad, you know. I hate to see it. And here where I live, you see a lot of it. You see a lot of it. Um, I just don't understand it. You know, it bothers me. It gets up under my skin, y'all. Because I don't like to see like when I look at these women, I can see that they are damaged, right? And some of these men take these women and take advantage of them. They see that they got stuff going on too, you know, and they'll talk to them and stuff because they want to, they want to fill them out and see. So they be, seeing that they got low self-esteem, and got stuff going on with them. And they take them and they take advantage of them. And it's just so, ah, ah, it just bothers me sometimes, y'all. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't. I really don't like it. Um, but a lot of times when I talk to some of them, I can't get them to hear me. They hear me, but they'll go back and do the same thing, you know? So I don't know. I don't know. It's fucked up. It really is. But you know what? When you do bad things to people, don't think that you're getting away with it because you're not. Okay? Um, for some reason, people think that, they can do dirt to people and it's okay. They think it's funny and stuff like that. It's not funny. And let me tell you something. There's a such thing called heaven and hell. And some of y'all may not believe in it, but there are two places that exist. Heaven and hell exist. And all I'm gonna say is that you gotta be careful what you're doing to people and how you treat people, because you just might end up there. For real. So don't think that when you treat people bad and you do stuff to people that's not right, you don't get away with it. You might think you are, you know, but you don't. You don't get away with it. So some of y'all need to think about that before you treat people bad and do bad things to people. Think about the fact that you don't get away with it. That's for sure. Telling you, some stuff just oh make you want to peel somebody's cat back for real. I don't want to say what it really make me feel, but I'm telling you, mm, some of the stuff that I see is just so mm, heartbreaking. What what comes around goes around. That's for sure. Everything you do come back to you. That's for sure. Not the cat. What y'all talking about? You say not the cat. What you talking about, Jessica? She say not the cat. What you talking about? Did I miss something? She say not the cat. I'm telling you. I be tripping off of people. Sometimes they feel like they can treat you bad and make you like it. I be like, what? I'm telling you. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. I can't say what I want to say, but I'm telling you, if one of them was my child, oh boy. Jessica say, you say kill the cat mad. Wait a minute. Jessica said, you said kill the cat mad. It was funny. I'm telling you. I be feeling some kind of way. I hate to see stuff like that. I do. I see so much stuff here where I live at. I know it happens everywhere, but I be seeing so much right here where I live at. There just be so much going on, you know. And these be young, young, young women. Like these don't be like old head women. These be young women. And these men be treating them like, mm, you know, it's just not right. And it seems like it's hard to get them away from these kind of men. I just don't know. It's so hard to get them to come away from these kind of men. You know, I don't know. I tell you something. If I could get women away from these kind of men, I'm telling you, I would have something for them when they came around too. I sure would. If they was to try to come around, I would have something for them. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Would I? Mm-mm-mm. Go back in the old days, you know, and whip up a can of my tricks. Oh yeah. Hmm. They would only come around one time. They wouldn't come no more. First thing is, say abusive men have low self-esteem and will only approach women with self-esteem lower than theirs. Exactly. Exactly. That's why I say they be talking to them women and stuff because you can look at a woman and tell when she's like, oh, what's the word I'm looking for, y'all? Vulnerable. I think that's what I'm looking for. You can look at a woman and tell when she's vulnerable, when she's got some stuff going on with her. You can see it. I know I can. I can see it when I look at these women. I can see it. I can see it. I can see it in their eyes. I can see it. They don't have no eye contact. They talk to you, they got their head down and different things like that. You can see it. Ben Stinker say only insecure people bully and mistreat others. Yeah, that's true. That is so true. Yeah. And I think some of them got is mentally disturbed. I think some of them got mental issues too. I really do. I really do. Because I just don't understand how I just don't understand it. I don't understand how, some men can treat some women the way they do. I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. I don't. Um, it's just sickening. And that's why I always say, go get help. Go get help. If stuff's not right with you and stuff, go get some help. Go talk to somebody. Like, for real. I always say that, you know? Go get some help because it's too much. It's too much, y'all. And I don't like it. I don't like it. I can't, I just don't like it. I really don't. Women go through so much. The last thing they need is somebody to abuse them. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying we perfect. I know we're not perfect. None of us are perfect. But I just don't. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. I don't. Don't try to treat my women bad. I don't like it. Ben Stinker say broken people have no business in a relationship. Oh, you can say that again. Say that again. For the people in the back. Ben Stinker said for everybody. She said broken people have no business in a relationship. I just said leave the relationships alone and find yourself. Work on yourself first. Yes, that is so true. Let me read that again. Ben Stinker said broken people have no business in a relationship. And that is so true. That is so true. Because a lot of times, some of y'all be having so much shit going on with y'all don't know if y'all coming or going. And then you go and find a man that's going to abuse you. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. And that's why that's why some of you make poor decisions because you're already broken. You're already broken. The last thing you need to be doing is trying to be in a relationship. And that is so true. Vestical say brokenness usually begins in childhood. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I know some of them be dealing with daddy issues. Some of them running behind these men because they be looking for a daddy. They some of them didn't have daddies. Or some of them had the father there for a while and then the father disappeared. And they grew up the rest of their years without a father. So it be so much. It be so much. But the thing of it is, like you said, leave the relationships alone. Work on yourself. Do the necessary work that you need to do on yourself. Okay? To fix that brokenness. That's what y'all need to do. That's what you need to do. That's why some of you make some crazy, y'all come up with some crazy ideas. I don't be some of the stuff that I hear some of these women say, I have to look 3 times and say, she didn't just say that, did she? Because I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't. I don't. But if you know you got issues, childhood issues, any kind of issues where you're broken, leave those damn relationships alone and fix yourself. Work on yourself. Fix you. So that when you decide, when you step out there again looking for a relationship, you will know what you want, what you're looking for. You will know your worth and all that stuff. But a lot of you right now do not need to be in no damn relationship. And another thing, stop listening to people who are, stop listening to people who can't save you. They're not even trying to save you. That irks me too. When I see some of y'all listening to people who can't even save you. They broken their goddamn self. But they up there trying to tell you which way to go and how to get there. And they broken too. And y'all be right up there listening to them. I'm telling you, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Because anybody that mean you, if they telling you something that's going to do you some good, right? Then they would be telling you, go get counseling, go get therapy. You know what I'm saying? But if they ain't said that, if they ain't mentioned nothing about therapy or counseling, they done said everything but that. And y'all sitting up there listening to them people. I'm telling you, them people can't save you. If they not telling you what you need to hear, how they gonna save you? I don't understand. I do not understand it. I really don't. Go get you some help. Go get you some help. Because a lot of you need it. Y'all so broken. It's just heartbreaking to see how broken y'all are. And then you done had babies and stuff, and you raising them, and they broken too. It's just sad. Get the help. Leave the bullshit alone. Get the help that you need so that you could become a better you. Make yourself healthy first. Make your children healthy. Then try a relationship once you get it all together. But a lot of y'all, man, leave them goddamn relationships alone. Because y'all ain't doing nothing but messing yourself up worse and worse. You really are. You get out of one relationship, you go to another one. And as you move to a new relationship, guess what? It get worse and worse. The first relationship you might have been in, they mentally abusing you. You get out of that and you go jump in another one. He mentally and physically abusing you. You get out of that when you go jump in another one. You got to stop and ask yourself, what is going on with me that I keep jumping into these relationships where I'm allowing people to treat me bad? You got to ask yourself that. You really do. And if you can't come up with the answer, stay the hell out the relationships and go get some help. Seriously. I'm telling you. I don't like to see that. I really don't. But I have to be honest with you too and tell you the truth. I'm not going to sit up here and tell you no lie. Get help. When you keep jumping in a relationship that's not healthy for you, that's doing more damage to you, go get the help that you need so you can come up out of that. Start loving yourself and stuff. But some of y'all don't listen either. Some of y'all don't listen. Some of y'all just, somebody be telling you something right, you get mad. You get mad with them because they not telling you what you want to hear. They telling you something that's going to help you. And some of y'all get mad. That's crazy to me. You get mad at the person because they telling you something that could help you. Oh, but I get it. I get it. I get it. It's not what the fuck you want to hear. I get it. I understand. I understand. I get it. It's not what you want to hear. I get it. Mm. I just pray and hope that you don't keep dipping in those bad relationships and stuff. If something bad happens, you know, take heed to what somebody telling you. Try something different. Try the therapy and stuff. Because it will definitely teach you a lot. It really would. I'm getting ready to let y'all go. I'm done. I love you guys. Thank y'all for tuning in with me. I definitely appreciate it. I really do. I think Tari and them left us. Excuse me, y'all. I guess I wasn't talking what they wanted to hear. So I guess they rolled out on me. Or maybe they might have took it the wrong way because I wasn't stating that all men are bad. You know what I mean? I was just basing my conversation on women who allow men to treat them bad, you know, and stuff. Some of my conversation has to go towards my women because I am a woman. So some of my men have to understand that sometimes when I do have certain conversations, I am going to be talking to my women more so than my men. Doesn't mean that I'm going against the men, you know, because you have to be careful about that. Because I know here on YouTube, it's people that do that. They talk bad about the men, you know, and that's not what I'm here. That's not what I'm doing. I don't call myself talking bad about the men. I use certain things that I have seen to talk about certain things that goes on with the women. You know what I mean? So don't get offended. I don't bash nobody. I don't bash the women, I don't bash the men. But I do come down, I had more of a conversation, of direct conversation with the women because I am a woman. Okay? So that's what that be about. But I'm not bashing the men because for one, all men are not the same. And all women are not the same. But I do know here on the world we call social media, I do know that people do uh talk bad about black men. And you got some that talk bad about black women. That's not what I do. That's not what I do. You know, that's not what you're gonna get from me. Cause I don't think that helps when you bash the women and the men. You know what I mean? Like you got people over here bashing the men, and you got person over here bashing the women. I don't think that helps in my book. It doesn't help because at the end of the day, we need to learn how to come together. We really do. But if some people are not willing to come together, then you do have to go ahead and do what's best for you. You know, you can't hold yourself back because others don't want to, you know, uh, come together to try to make good things happen. So you always have to do back, but you always have to do what's best for you. Put it like that. But as far as me, I don't be bashing nobody because I don't agree with it. I don't agree with that bashing. I looked at somebody's page. I ran across it was recommended, and I clicked it on, and that's all they was talking about was bashing the black man. They she said don't have no babies with him, don't do this, don't do that, don't do you know. And I was wondering, I was like, well, how does she do that when she got a child by a black man? So how does that work out? I didn't quite understand it, but maybe it wasn't for me to understand. But I don't watch. I clicked it on that time, and I don't watch. I don't watch. Because I it's a lot of points I just don't agree with. So I don't look. That's her channel. She could do what she wants to with it. At the end of the day. So, but I love you guys, man. I'm getting ready to go. I was in here doing some things today. I started not to come live, but I said I had missed y'all a little bit. I didn't come on here yesterday. So I missed y'all a little bit. So I said, let me jump on here for a few minutes, you know. But I thank y'all for tuning in. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Facebook, thank y'all for tuning in. I seen some of y'all tune in and out. But I love you guys, man. And Lord's willing, I'll see y'all on the next one. Don't forget to pray. Say your prayers.